What's up, everybody, and welcome to the Legion of Comics. It's a huge day for DC, and I'm off from work before the holidays, so I figured we'd do a live little hangout and look at what all came out today. But before we do that, you know what, baby? Let's get started. As always, if you're new to the channel or if you're coming back and you haven't already, be sure to hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, and ring the notification bell. There's a lot of cool videos I got planned coming out soon, and you don't want to miss out on any, as well as the 300 subscriber giveaway is going to be getting announced soon. And you do have to be a subscriber to win that, so go ahead and smash that subscribe button if you haven't already. So getting right down to it, as you can see, I'm bagging and boarding these. I'm not going to tape them up. I got to read them. I have had the opportunity to read 2 of them already. Me and the wife just got home from a lot of running around and stuff. It's been a busy day. This is my last off day before a huge run at work through the holiday season. And we knocked out the last little bit of Christmasing stuff to do. And she's right here on the other side of the camera customizing these prints we made. You know, paint a little tree and put the kids' footprints on them. We're giving a bunch of these things away to family members, so I hope none of them watch this video. But I want to say what's up to our last giveaway winner right there. Hello from New Mexico. What's going on, Jason, the Southern Comic Geek? And what's going on, Steve? It is morphin time, but not this week, unfortunately. Today's just DC Day, and it was huge. There was a lot of stuff that I posted in the pool list video at the front of the week, but I ended up with a little bit more stuff than I expected for the places to go. I think the baby's awake. But we're about to go through all these here in a second. I got one more I need to bag real quick. I'm super excited for a lot of these titles. And yeah, let's get it. So here's the stack that I left the comic store today with. That's a healthy size stack. I think there's 11 books there. And I did pick up another copy of We Live issue number 1. I noticed I had one left last week, and I gave my issue 1 to my oldest daughter because she's big into anime and manga and stuff, just to see if she would like it. And she liked it, but she didn't really keep up with it. So I needed one to put in with the back in my collection because I'm loving the series. It's fantastic. If you're wondering about it, go check out the last episode of At Week's End. It's episode 13. Me and new guy Ryan really talked about that series in detail. There's been 3 issues so far, but it's fantastic. But let's go through some of these, man. It was a huge week for DC. They piled it on thick before the holidays. I'm just going to go ahead and assume next week might be pretty light, but this week was not. And there's some great stuff too. I'm trying to put a little bit of order to it real quick, and there we go. So first up on the list, Endless Winter wrapped up this week. So they released Justice League Dark 29, and that was that Endless Winter Part 7. And I did just read this right before I went live. It was really cool. It was really, really cool. I've been shocked. I wasn't expecting anything from this Endless Winter story. Just some fun Justice League reading. It has been straight up classic Justice League goodness. It's very good storytelling. You got the whole parallel plots going with the flashback sequences and everything. And Swamp Thing did die early on in the flashback stuff, but there's a new avatar of the Green, and it's really exciting what they do with it. I'm not going to do any spoilers in this video or anything. Not right before these books release. I don't want to do that. But then Black Adam is part 8 of Endless Winter, and this is a Black Adam Endless Winter special. It's just a one-shot. That's an awesome cover there with that classic team going at it on the cover. They have a hard time keeping Black Adam in line. He's not really a team player, but he is a BAMF, and that's what matters, especially with this variant cover. I did get 2 variants this week. I did get the Boss Logic cover for it, but that's fantastic. And then we have the finale to the Endless Winter's Justice League Endless Winter Special number 2. They started the story with Justice League Endless Winter Special and ending it with it. So they bookended it with the Justice League specials. It's an awesome cover there. And they did the Daniel Warren Johnson variants for part 1 and 9, and of course I got those. He's a fantastic artist, an amazing writer. If anyone missed out on Wonder Woman Dead Earth, check it out. It was awesome. He also has his own story that he wrote and illustrated called Murder Falcon. I highly recommend. And it just announced that he's about to be doing a Beta Ray Bill standalone story for Marvel, so I'll be definitely picking that up. All right, getting into some darker content, we have the Tales from the Dark Multiverse Dark Knight's Metal one-shot. So this is the last one of this run of Dark Multiverse books. They released them in sets of 5. So they did 5 a few months back, and then this is the 5th one-shot that they released here in the last month or so. And they've all been really good. The Flashpoint one was definitely the banger out of this set, but I'm really excited to read that one as well. And that is a square-bound, oversized guide. So you get a lot of good reading material for not too much money. It is a little bit more than just a standard comic. But so is the final one-shot tie-in for Death Metal as well. But before we get to that one, there's the Dark Knight's Death Metal Secret Origins one-shot. And this was fantastic. This was the first thing I read when I got home about 30 minutes ago. What's up, DJ Links in the building? What's going on, Adrian? How's it going? And this was really fantastic. Jeff Johns worked on it. Scott Snyder worked on it. And it really shows, because Superboy Prime got brought back in his current state way back in like 2007 or so with the Infinite Crisis event that Jeff Johns wrote. And he's a horribly tragic villain. A lot of these DC villains I really enjoy because they're not just basic cops and robbers style bad guys. And he's a tragic character. And much like another one of these one shots, they took this character and they give him a chance at redemption. And this was awesome. This was really cool. If you know of Superboy Prime's little path through the DC universe in the last decade, you'll really enjoy that. And it's an awesome action-packed issue as well. Highly recommend it. And then finally, for the Death Metal stuff, we have the oversized square bound, nice writing on the spine for it and everything. Dark Knight's Death Metal, the last 52 War of the Multiverses. So if you're keeping up with the Death Metal stuff, you know that the Batman Who Laughs has created 52 worlds in the 2 issues ago, 52 final Earths of all Dark Multiverse style characters on it that he created in his own liking to be his army to fight what remains of Earth's heroes and villains that are opposing him. So this is that big battle. And I'm really looking forward to it. There's a lot of cool characters up there, and it looks like a lot of people aren't really going to be safe. You know, going into Future State and then the Infinite Frontier, there's going to be a lot of characters that they're kind of put them on a different path or do away with some characters for a while and focus on other people. So I think there's a good chance that we might be seeing some people die, or, you know, Batman's already dead. You know, Batman's been dead in this story since it started, and he's just got a Black Lantern ring keeping him going. Superman's already poisoned with the anti-life equation that's slowly taking him over and turning him into skin like Apocalypse. And he said there's no coming back from that. So I'm expecting to see some big heart-throbbing attempts in the last issue or so here. And I'm excited to see what they're going to try to do with some of these characters. Alrighty, so this is one I'm really excited about. I wasn't a fan of the Ghostmaker story arc, but Tynion is a fantastic writer, and he's created some really cool characters. I don't care for Ghostmaker myself because I feel like he was a unintentionally underhyped character inside of his own book. Like all throughout the Ghostmaker storyline, he kept chumping the Ghostmaker off with Batman referring to how he's always beat him, how he's always bested him, he's always mad at me, blah, blah, blah. What's going on, Robert? What's up, Austin? But he has created a Punchline who I wasn't hyped for, but I'm enjoying. And he created Clown Hunter, who I really enjoy. I think Clown Hunter is super cool. And in Batman Annual number 5 by Tynion, we get the origin of the Clown Hunter finally revealed. So, yes, they are, Steve. The whole Burke family is here. It's a good group of people. Awesome, awesome community. And but the origin of the Clown Hunter, I know there's some Clown Hunter fans out there, and he's super cool. He's a fun character, and so I think that this will be an awesome read. Beautiful cover, and I'm looking forward to that because I don't think we get enough Clown Hunter. I was hoping that they might have tried to use him for some Future State stuff and let him be the Batman who his identity wasn't revealed until variant covers ruined it for readers. Thank you, variant covers. But what else do we have? More Batman? Absolutely, more Batman. Detective Comics 1033. Peter J. Tomasi has been crushing it with this series. And Christopher Nakano, who you saw back in the Batman 1027, no, Batman 100, the Joker War finale, who got his eye melted out. He was one of the police officers in there. He ran for mayor on a platform to outlaw masked vigilantes and stuff, and apparently he wins it. And here in recent comics, Batman's been tracking down Damian, who stole his black case book, which you also saw back in Batman 100. And he's trying to check out some mystery that Bruce hasn't been able to solve. That case book has been basically Batman's unsolved mysteries, like the TV show. And Damian set out to go check him out because it looks like someone's been trying to kill Bruce Wayne since he was a kid. Like it's implying that maybe his parents' deaths weren't an accident and this wasn't an accident, all these other things. And Bruce is trying to track him down. All the while, Hush is really behind the scenes, been pulling some strings. So it's been really cool to have Hush back. And yeah, it's just been consistent and solid. And if you've looked into Future State, Nakano's the mayor that has outlawed the mass vigilantes, hired the Marauder guy or whatever to keep him out of the city. So there's a lot of elements in Future State that are going to be coming out of the most recent run of Tech. So really looking forward to that. And we have next more Batman. Batman the White Knight presents Harley Quinn. And this is issue number 3. So Batman the White Knight was fantastic, written and drawn by Sean Murphy. Batman, what was the other one called? The White Knight something. But it wrapped up, Curse of the White Knight. It wrapped up not long ago with his take on Azrael, and it was really crazy. It was also written and illustrated by Sean Murphy. So this is just the follow-up to that. And it's just focusing on Harley due to the events at the end of Curse of the White Knight. Bruce is in jail. He outed himself as Batman. He saved the city. He, on his own accord, went to jail to stand up for all the crimes that he committed as Batman, I guess. And Harley's still out there. And there's a killer. It's like a whodunit. So there's been a killer that murdered these people. And it looked like the first murder, it looked like they were recreating the death of Jason Todd. They were tied to a chair. They were beat up. So they initially thought that the Joker was back alive because in Sean Murphy's Batman universe, there's so many dead villains. Like Azrael went through Arkham and killed everyone in there in one of the issues. It was nuts. But in here we have the police came to Harley, who's kind of reformed, and they're asking her for help. So she's working with the police to try to find out who the Starlight Killer is, as they're calling it. But yeah, that what I'm looking forward to. I'm really excited for it to get picked up some because the first 2 issues didn't really hit out the gate like the other stuff did, but we're also not focusing on Batman yet, so that probably explains why. But Katana Collins is Sean Murphy's wife, and that's who's spearheading this book. Obviously, this cover is done by Sean Murphy. The interior is not, but he still has a big hand to play in it. So his universe is in good hands right now because it is a fantastic Batman alternate universe they got going on. We're listening. Sorry, guys, if I'm not active in the chat. I'm at work but listening. Perk of wearing a gator at work can stash my earbuds. Very nice. Yeah, I got a gator from my LCS that says something is killing the children. Bao Fam is very awesome. Which previews? I'm not sure. My video previews? I don't know. I think 2 weeks straight I missed a couple books off my pull list video, and they definitely weren't on there the first time I went through, but I'm not sure. Still a big Clown Hunter fan. Can't wait to see where we go with the character. And absolutely, he's a super cool character. I want him to get a costume upgrade along the way, but I don't want the overall look to change. I just want it to turn into like a practical, maybe like the kind of whatever material Nightwing suit might be. I would like to see that instead of just a regular old skateboard helmet to actually have headgear and still have the mohawk though. I just want to see his look get translated into an actual tactical style suit. Yeah, it came out today. Dude, I didn't see the last 52 ahead of time. I didn't see the annual ahead of time. I didn't see the final issue of Endless Winter. I thought all that was next week. But I get to the shop today and it's all there. It's in my box. And I needed 3 hands to carry my box because it was nuts, man. Very excited, though. I have enough to read while I'm sleep deprived and overworked for the next week. Good stuff. Then the last book that I picked up, there was a new book for this week, was that Batman Superman number 15. And I was torn between this A cover and the B cover because with like Justice League and Batman, normally I'll get covers to make sure they all match. I get all A covers or all B covers. But with Justice League and Batman Superman, I kind of just tell him to put whichever one he has more of in my box, just so he's not stuck with overstock, because they're just readers for me. And I love Solomon Grundy. Such a cool character. Such a cool character. But the other cover was a semi like color painted style look to it, and Superman looked like Chris Reeves to me. And Paul, my LCS, pointed out that his curl was way too big. It looked like it had superpowers of its own. So that kind of helped sway me to go back to the Solomon Grundy cover. Such a cool character. And this is the last issue before we go into Future State 2, so I'm excited what they're going to do with it. Normally they do about 3 or 4 issue story arcs, and this is just going to be a one-off, really, unless they pick it up afterwards. But apparently Solomon Grundy is breaking down and about to have a nuclear explosion happen for whatever reason when he's on his way out the door. So they have to get him to Slaughter Swamp before he goes. Wow, the art in this is awesome. Who in the monkey? I got to see who's doing the art in this. I don't even see it. Look at that shot of Solomon Grundy and Batman. This just looks very reminiscent of that Daniel Warren Johnson stuff. It says, well, Joshua Williamson has been writing this. I know that there's a lot of Joshua Williams fans out there because he had that epic run on Flash. He's been working on Justice League for a while, and he had been working on this for a while now too, both of which I've been picking up regularly, enjoy. I want to know who's doing these interiors. Not to go to the back page. Artist Andrea Bressan, Bressan. Yeah, but they did really good in this. I like it. Doesn't look bad at all, and it looks better than the Snickers page, which is more you can say for the artist who's been on Batman recently. So I'm looking forward to that too. I'm probably about to bounce around a little bit. I've read one of the Endless Winter books, and I might go and read the second one to kind of bounce around on different stuff. But that was an awesome Boss Logic cover that came out for that Black Adam. I still want to get the Boss Logic cover that they did for the Death Metal Rise of the New God one-shot. It was this beautiful all-red cover with just the Blackest Night standing there in his little Dr. Manhattan's form or whatever. What's going on, Sam? How's it going, man? I hope your back's feeling better. That's my employee from my job who pulled his back lifting a dog yesterday. I hope you're feeling better, and I hope more than that you're able to work despite the pain come tomorrow. All right, good stuff. Can you still get that Superman cover you showed me a few weeks ago, the one with the ice on cover, Portrait of Solitude? Let me see if I know which one you're talking about. Got some loose books right here when I was looking through yesterday. I found some, these are books that are not, I have to rebag and board these since I bought them. And like I've got that. Got a lot of the turtle stuff. I came across a lot of this turtle stuff that I haven't gone back through. I sent some out to other people in the community. I know they're big turtle fans. But I'm assuming that he's talking about the Gabriel Dell'Otto Superman. Let's see. Is it this Superman, Bart? That Action Comics 1000? The one with all the ice on it. And that's where he's sitting in his Fortress of Solitude. What do you need, buddy? I need water. Well, go get a water. You know where they're at. You're a grown man. You're 3 years old. Yeah. We got a lot of big turtle fans out there. That art was insane, Sam. That Boss Logic cover. Turtle power. Well, I don't know which one you're talking about, Bart. I'm sure that we can figure it out though. Just direct message me or I'll video call you later on. But yeah, that was all the ones I've gotten for this week. So between last week and just DC this week, that's a ton of books. And I'm really glad that there are a lot because there's going to be, for the next couple of weeks, a lot of time where I'm just sitting not wanting to do anything. It'd be nice to be able to sit there and read. And I've got this new system down too. I know a lot of people, that's what I was thinking. Austin, 3 years old, shouldn't he be at work? Yeah. So I got this new system down because I haven't used the CLZ Comics app for long. And I downloaded it and bought the year subscription to it probably about 5 months ago, maybe now 4 months ago. And it took me about a month just to get everything I had into it. It was driving me crazy. And now that I got it all in there, when I go to my LCS, I just scan them in while I'm at my LCS before they're all bagged and boarded. Then I come home with them. And now that seems to work pretty good. I don't know if everyone else, I assume that I'm probably the last person out of everyone that I know that downloaded that app. Before then, I just kept everything in my collection and wrote down on a list what I was searching or looking for at the time. And I still do that. I have a little notebook that I write down all my stuff in that I'm trying to find or look for, what runs I'm working on and stuff like that. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. Just wanted to go through my new comic book pickups. Hope everybody else is able to get out to their LCSs before the holidays. And I hope everybody else gets some good stuff. And if you haven't, again, don't sleep on this title, y'all. It's only been 3 issues. Check it out. See if you like it. It's insane. And until next time, I'm Mark, but we are Legion.